Ladies and gentlemen, it's TNG, and in this video I've got 5 random camps to show you. Now, these aren't builds that have been submitted to me. These are literally 5 random camps that my good friend Silver Bunny has come across whilst wandering the Wasteland. So with that being said, let's take a look at them. Right, so the first one we've got here is by Madhouse, and this is a rather interesting looking creation, isn't it? It's got quite a few scrappy elements to it, but there's also quite a lot of clean stuff on it as well. So the first thing that I noticed about this is the location, and I think Madhouse has done a really decent job of building around that monorail support thing there. It's not the simplest of things to do, so yeah, props to you on that one, bud. Another thing that caught my attention was the covered bridge pieces. I think they're bloody fantastic for making little... I don't even know what you'd call that. A knot? Yeah, we'll go for a knot. Aye, overall, Madhouse, it's not a bad design, this. The only thing I don't like is the stair posts. Now, I know why you've done it, because it makes sense. You know, the bloody thing's got to be supported. However, it's just not my cup of tea. I've seen a few builds like this, and... I don't know, it just doesn't sit well with me. But if you like it, then that's all that matters. But what's my opinion, really? Now, interior-wise, I love the decor. You've done a fantastic job on this, mate. Straight up with you now. We got some nice little merge glitches going on. And yeah, everything is very well placed and it looks smart. Madhouse, not a bad effort on this one. It's a really decent build. You can tell you spent some time on it. And like I say, that decor, top-notch, pal. On to the next build, and this one is called 10-Pin Kingpin by Dirty Cereal. What a weird and fantastic name, I love that. Now, mate, straight up with you, this is one of the best bowling alleys I've ever seen. And what makes it even better, you've not used the actual bowling lanes that you could have just plonked down. You've taken your time to make your own, and you know what? It's a more difficult and complicated process, but I can respect that. I'm also bloody loving the wallpaper decor arrangement thing you've got going on there. Again, it's not a simple design and you've made it yourself. It looks bloody top notch, that buddy. Now, yes, I do believe this is a shelter build, so we've got no exterior, but you can't deny the fact that this thing... It looks bloody spot on, doesn't it? And relaxed building restrictions aside, this still would have been quite difficult to make and, you know, get everything lined up nicely. Cereal, this is a very impressive build. Like I say, easily one of the best bowling alleys I've ever seen. On to the numero 3 build, and this one is called the Starlite Sanctuary by Jesse Verne, and wow, that is a beautiful looking camp, that. Right off the bat, I love the Tudor style wall design you've got going on there. That's a really nice touch. It does add to this build. And I'm also a massive fan of the dodecahedron, hexagonal, 97-sided, whatever shaped tower you've got there as well. Guys, as I've said 1,000 times before, that isn't a simple shape you can just build outright. You've got to use blueprints, you got to take your time with it. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of extra steps for that. But yeah, as well as difficult building methods, this build looks absolutely beautiful. Now, of course, I am going to pick up on one thing, and I'm sure you regular viewers will know exactly what I'm going to say here. There's a serious lack of underpinnings. Now, yes, I know some of you may be thinking, oh, TNG, it's not a big deal. And no, it's not really, but I hate the look of exposed foundations. As I say, though, it's only my opinion, and at the end of the day, it's only a very small critique. This build looks really nice, with underpinnings or without. Now onto the interior, and as you can imagine, with this being a clean, modernish kind of looking build, it matches in perfectly. Everything has its place, there's no messy furniture in here, it's all clean stuff, and yeah, it's not packed to the rafters with a load of junk. It's simple, it's effective, and it all flows very well. Yeah, Jesse Verne, I think you've nailed this one. So our 4th build is the Moon Machine by Mystery Moonlight, and I love these kind of things, guys. Like I say, if you've watched the channel for long enough, you know this is my kind of thing. Now, straight up, and I could be wrong here, I do believe this has been done following Nux's tutorial on vans. It's very reminiscent of it. However, like I say, I could be wrong, and if I am, I apologise. But even if it has been done using a tutorial, this is still not an easy thing to do, believe me. I've been building in this game since kickoff, and I still would not attempt this level of build. It is seriously complicated to do. There is so many merges. You have to go underneath the map to piss around making the wheels, and to get it looking as good as this is no easy feat. Trust me when I say this, guys, Mystery has absolutely nailed this. It looks fantastic, and I know how difficult it is. Now, the awesomeness doesn't just end with the outside. Yes, it's a cool looking van, but it's nothing if it's not functional, is it? Well, fortunately enough, this thing is 100% usable. Take a look at the inside of it. Yep, simply lovely. Again, Moonlight has done a fantastic job on it, and look at all the stuff in there. It's got everything a would-be camper would need. It's nice to see this kind of build in the Wasteland. Like I said, they are not easy. The complexity levels is, well, it's stupid, really. You have got to be a little bit insane to to even take this on. Now, our fifth and final build is by By Hoobeza, and again, what a weird and wonderful name. That one's up there with Brahmin noodles, I must say. Now, right off the bat, guys, this location is severely underused. You see that little windmill right there? Well, that ginormous fucking windmill, actually. That's a pre-existing location just down from the top of the world, and I never see anybody building around it. Why? Why? It is such a good spot for immersive builds, and as you can see here, Jack's done one. This is the potential of this place. It looks so damn good. It's actually awesome how many different building textures and items is used to make this cobbled together piece of shit looking thing. That's not an insult. On this channel, Jack, we love cobbled together builds. The more junky, the more rough looking, the better, in my opinion. So yeah, you've absolutely nailed that. I don't know about you lot watching, but I reckon this is a proper wastelandy kind of build. The kind of thing you'd expect to see some idiot with an hammer throw together. Oh, and look at that as well, guys. I've just noticed that covered bridge getting used as a little hut again. God, I do love that building set. Well, I use the term building set loose, like bridge set. That's better. Jack's done an ace job on this, guys, and the interior's the same as well. It's just as junky and as scrappy as the exterior of it. Seriously, buddy, this is an awesome use of this location. Like I say, I don't see too many people building here, so it is nice to, you know, stumble across one every now and again. And guys, that wraps up another 5 random camp videos. As ever, I'd like to say a massive thank you to Silver Bunny and Daehla for taking the time to find these and film them. If all of you lot watching could head over to the channels and show them some love, it would be much appreciated. I'll even leave links down in the description so it's easier for you. Also, I'd like to say a massive thank you to all my channel members and Patreons. The extra support is much appreciated. If that's anything that you guys are interested in, there's a link down in the description. Anyhow, mon petit fleurs, as we say it north, I'll love you and leave you, and I'll catch you at next one. Have fun.